Well, good morning, family. It's 6:35, and it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And so I wanted to continue our little discussion. I have my coffee this morning, and this morning I didn't get it from McDonald's. I got it from On Q, and they had a lot of flavors to choose from, and so I'm just enjoying my own Q coffee. But anyway, I was thinking about what it was that I wanted to talk with you about today, and I kind of wanted to reiterate what I spoke on yesterday. I talked to you about when the unexpected happened, and I wanted to talk to you about that today. I wanted to continue on that because I didn't feel like that I had adequately covered things about unexpected things. I thought that it was too vague, and then I wanted to do some more explaining. I also thought about this morning I was spending some time with my two sons, and one of my sons was referring to the other using slang, and I wanted to talk about that. And so I really don't have a topic, so let's just let me just kind of go at this freely, freestyle. I'm gonna freestyle this morning. But anyway, I wanted you to know that the age that you live in is very significant to helping create the person that you'll be for most of your life. And it's so significant because there's a psychology, there's there's that, there's a psychology, a way of thinking that comes with the age in which everybody is born in. There was a psychology that was going on at the time that I was born in the 50s, and what was happening socially affected my thinking. And so I want you to know that because of the age in which you are born into, that there will be things that's going on that will affect your thinking or try to shape and mold you in some kind of way and affect your personality or your character in some kind of way. And it's a lot of things that is going on right now. And what I want to communicate to you is no matter no matter what your status, your financial status, and we are not a wealthy people by monetary means. I mean, we know what it is to struggle. We know about the struggle that most people are existing in within our income level. So we're about to struggle. But even being in the struggle or being among those that's in a lower social level does not mean that you have to be ignorant or unlearned or unknowledgeable about what is happening in your environment. And so I want you to be aware that you are affected by the age in which you are born. And I want you to be to not let things. In my time, they called them subliminal messages, and I don't know what they refer to these thoughts that go out now. Right now, we got a strong gay agenda going forth, and just many things. Even I spent a lot of time on YouTube, and I was watching some videos on Gabriel, Gabby Union, Gabrielle Union, and some things that she was saying about intimacies, and so you are living in an age that anything goes, and I think that it's an age without restraint. I don't think it's extreme. I think there still are some boundaries, but I think that for the most part, there's a lot of unrestraint, and I want you to be aware of that. I don't want you to. I guess I'm going back to um, what one son referred to the other son, using slang, and I don't want you to let the social what is socially popular for the mass of people. I don't want you to accept those things. I want you to have some self discipline and some self control and some self restraint, and to be able to use the things that you adapt to the thoughts of your way of thinking by choice, by an intelligent choice. And I don't want you to be the type of people that adapt to styles, for instance. Everybody, my my sons, you say that sagging is a style, and it's probably a form of dressing that is popular maybe in the hip hop generation. Don't just readily accept a style because it's popular. Have some type of reasoning. And I know this may seem like, Mama, you just going a little, you just taking this to the head, and you just going a little bit too far. But I think that it matters, and I think that it matters that you show some independence. And I'm just reminded that, and I don't want to really beat you over the word. I don't consider myself a Bible thumper, but and I realize that people don't necessarily have to be Christians to have morals. I mean, I guess that atheists, they can have morals, and so, but it just so happens that I use the Bible as my moral compass. And so, um, what I'm going to say is that if you believe in what the Bible states, and I do believe in that, that the Bible states that one day we'll all be called before a supreme being, which I believe to be Jehovah God, and that we will have to stand in judgment before Him for the deeds that we have done. And so I think that this type of independence that I'm telling you to have, free of the social pressures that people put on you, so that when you stand before God, you will not use as an excuse that these were the things that was happening at the time that I was alive. And since we believe that God is an all-knowing God, we know that he knows, he understands the times in which we live. He understands uh, the peer pressures that we face in our families and in our communities and on that broader scale. And so I want you, my loved ones, to have some self discipline and some restraint, and to choose wisely and intelligently the reasons for your behavior, no matter what it is. Know that you chose to do the things that you do, and that you ultimately are the only one who will, you know, you're not the only one that will suffer the consequences, because sometimes you choose things and other people suffer behind the things that you do. So, but ultimately, the choice is yours. And so choose to dress uh, the way that you want to dress. Choose to talk the way that you want to talk. But make those choices wisely, not foolishly. Don't follow the crowd. Don't refer to your brother as a slang. He is your brother. And this goes even when I hear young ladies call one another bitches. You know, hey, they'll say hey, it's a term of endearment, or nigga, which I use, niggas and neglets, and I use those terms, but just use the the terms that you use them wisely and not foolishly. Know what you are saying, understand what you are saying and what you are doing. Know that you are communicating more than just what is popular in your age. That when you choose to do or say or act in a way that it carries a social, it carries a pattern of thought with it, or a way of thinking with whatever you choose to do, and just choose to do those things wisely. And I hope that when you do that, that you will use some type of moral compass. I'd want you to use the Bible, because I just believe the Bible, I believe is true, and have found no fault in it. And so choose wisely and godly. So this is Mama, and I hope something that I have said will be a blessing to you today, or whenever you happen